Hi everybody, I'm Cassandra from Craftably Ever After and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. To anyone who's been here before, I know a lot of you have been with me for many months. Welcome back. It's always such a treat to be chatting to all of you. Now this week, and you haven't seen me for what feels like a very long time. It's been a hectic time for me the last month. I started a new job. And I found that at my age, it is more difficult to adjust to change than I thought. So I'm still trying to get used to the new routine. Obviously, my crocheting has sort of taken a back seat. I'm so tired in the evenings, but I won't bore you with that whole spiel. I'm working on getting myself back on track, and I've got a few things to show you that I've been busy with this week. Now, you guys, on the confession side of things, let me just tell you that the worst bit of enabling that's happened to me this entire year has been the hashtag Amigurumi book tag that took place a couple of months ago. That tag is still haunting me to this day. Why is this? Because all I saw is that there are a million books that I don't yet have that I really want. So the last while I have been purchasing a few books, and I will show you some of them today. I've made a project from one of my new books, and I have to admit, I'm almost ashamed to admit that I've got 6 more Amigurumi books that is in the post as we speak. So a lot of them will be delivered throughout this next week, but 6 more books coming on top of the ones that I will be showing you today. So you guys, Amigurumi book tag, I'm telling you, it was a fantastic tag. I loved being part of it, but there's just my want book list is now so long, I don't know if I will ever reach the end of it. But anyway, let me get down to the projects that I've completed for this week. It's only 2. Like I say, my crocheting has been taking a back seat the last couple of weeks, but I did manage a few rows here and there. Now, the first thing that I made is this very cute bunny. Now, just from the shaping, many of you will recognize it as a bunny or an animal from the Edward's Menagerie book. Quite a few of you have got the books by Kerry Lord. It is a UK designer. She's got many fantastic books out, quite a few that I still need to get. But Edward's Menagerie has been on the top of my must-have list. And I've seen it many times on Julie over at KS Mom Crochet's channel. She loves these books. She's got quite a few of them, and she's made many projects from them. So the first one I made is this cute bunny. And I used one of my favorite yarns, not Rainbow Cotton 8/4, but Bella Coco Confection DK. And this is color Icing Sugar. Absolutely love working with this yarn. So it's a 3-weight yarn, a DK. With this one, I use a 3mm hook. And the bunny came out super cute. Now, obviously, I should have thought about it and made the bunny in a more practical color, but my colors in the Confection DK is slightly limited. It's not a yarn that you can get just anywhere. You know, you can't order it online. It's, I think, exclusive to the Crochet Society boxes. So I have got a few boxes and the advent calendar from 2 years ago where I've got, I didn't make the blanket 2 years ago. I did do it last year, but from the advent calendar of 2 years ago, I've got quite a few colors there, but they're small skeins, 33 grams. And then I've got a few of the biggest skeins. This is 50 grams, 110 meters that I got from some of their subscription boxes. So I got a subscription box with it in it. This is where I was introduced to this yarn. I absolutely loved it. And then regularly they sell past boxes for quite cheaply. And I purchased many of the specific past box where you would find the confection DK in. But anyway, this bunny, super easy to make. I thought it would have been more difficult because I'm used to working in US crochet terms. This book uses UK terms. And I thought it would be a bit of a frustration to switch, the terminology around in my head as I worked. But I found in the end, once you get going, as long as you sort of get used to seeing a DC in the book, which is double crochet in the UK, but single crochet US terms, I actually got quite quickly into sort of switching it automatically to a single crochet. So on that, not difficult at all. So this was the pattern, Emma Bunny, from the book. Like I said, very, very adorable. I did enjoy making it. Actually, the patterns are very quick to do. They've got these standard, a page with the standard body parts. So it's the standard body, standard legs, standard increase. And then for each animal in the book, there's just a little variation. So they would say you make the body in this color, and then you do the standard arms. The arms and legs are for the most part the same. For most of the animals, and they would just explain the color changes, for instance. So there is loads. It says here over 40 soft and snuggly toy animal crochet patterns. And I think I will make a few more. They really are very cute. They are divided into levels, level 1, 2, and 3, based on your crocheting experience. I think the bunny is actually a level... I think it must be a level easy. It's level 1. So definitely a very, very easy pattern. I really enjoyed. Here on the back, you can see a few more of the animals. They are really lovely. Actually, I thought the odd shape, because it's got this little, you can see a little belly that forms here. I thought that shaping would bug me, but once the entire bunny was done, I really, really like him. I'm actually quite surprised that I didn't use a variegated yarn. I've been on a variegated yarn kick lately, but I think just doing this bunny in plain white turned out fantastic. Now, before I go on to my next project, let me quickly show you, while I'm now busy with my books, the books that I've got recently. So I will do another video, and I'm going to call it what Crystal over at Chronically Crocheting calls it, which is hashtag the book tag made me do it, because all of these books ended up on my wish list and my buy list because of the book tag. So the first one, you've now seen Edward's Menagerie. I would definitely recommend this book. Like I say, the only thing is you will sort of page back and forth a bit, because the standard body parts are in the front of the book, so you'll need to page back and forth, and it is in UK terminology, which ended up not being as big of a problem as I thought it would have. So this book, I really, really am glad that I finally got. The next book I got, and again, I am blaming Julie over at KS Mom Crochets. She has made very recently a project from this book, and as you guys know, I love making bears. So when Julie showed this on her channel, it was in a few episodes. She was busy with it in one, and then a fairly recent episode she showed the completed bear. I loved it. I've been on a sort of a nostalgic kick. I don't know what you call it. I don't know if it's because of changing jobs and everything feels new and time just goes fast and the kids are growing up too quickly. I don't know what it is, you guys, but I don't know. I am longing for the good old days. Now, some of you will laugh because I'm not really that old, although lately I've been feeling very, very old. But I showed my husband on Amazon, you know, they've got 40th anniversary toys that I grew up with. Like My Little Pony has come out with a 40th anniversary My Little Pony. The Care Bears have come out with a 40th anniversary Care Bear. So all of these toys that we grew up with have got, in the last few years, you know, they've all got these 40th and whatever 50th anniversary editions of the toys. And my head is spinning. I cannot think where the time has gone. But anyway, that is now a little tangent that I've gone off on. And I apologize for that. But anyway, what I've been trying to say is Julie shows a lot of vintage patterns on her channel. And although the book that I'm going to show you is not vintage, it has that vintage vibe to it. So it looks like old-timey toys. And if you've seen Julie's video where she made this little bear in pajamas. So it's called Cute Crocheted Woodland Creatures. It is by Emma Varnum. I mean, just look at this adorable picture of the mouse on the back of the book. It feels like those older type of vintage toys. It's like I've been saying, I've been enjoying, I think the very most recent video that Julie brought out, she was paging through some vintage crochet patterns and booklets that she had received as Happy Mail. I also enjoy watching Crocheting with Alana. She does a lot of vintage remakes. You know, she was showing these Cupid dolls on her channel, and she's always doing these almost vintage type of patterns that she remakes and do tutorials for. So I've been loving watching those vintage remake videos these days because I'm in a mood. I don't know what it is, you guys. I'm in a vintage, I don't know, go back to the past mood. That's all I'm saying about that. So this is a lovely, lovely book, and I bought it for the sole purpose of making that bear. Now there's very, very cute. Now just look at this. Now I'm from South Africa, and our national animal is the springbok. It's also the symbol or the emblem for our national rugby team. So this this is actually a deer, but he just made me think of a South African springbok. So he I thought was very cute. Here is that little bear in pajamas. Oh, he is just so fantastic. I really, really like the look of this bear. Let me show you a few of the patterns. So here we have Matilda Mouse. Just look at how cute she is. Matilda Mouse. We've now seen the bear. Who is he? Benji Bear. Then we've got Frida Fox and Finn Frog. So there we have the little fox. Whoops. The little frog. Now you guys, let me tell you something else. Yesterday I was watching the coronation of King Charles. Now I'm not British, but I do love everything to do with royals. Here in Denmark there's also a royal family. I just love the history of the royals. So I was crocheting and watching the coronation the entire morning. But what I must tell you, and this is to do with this, not this frog, but a frog. I faffed about quite a bit on my phone while watching the coronation. I was on Etsy, I was on eBay, I was on Amazon. And on Etsy I found this fantastic frog pattern by Straw Animal Crochet. Now I've done quite a few of the patterns by Straw Animals, but I will pop a picture up of the pattern, this frog pattern that I bought. Now I apart from the pattern that I tested for Crystal recently, her Prince jumps a lot or leaps a lot, I've never made a frog at all. I've never ever made a frog pattern. And on someone's channel I recently saw them make this specific frog by straw animals, and I just love the look of him. So this is a pattern that I hopefully will get done within the very near future. I just love this odd look of this frog. Anyway, I'm just on tangents left and right, so I hope you all have some tea or coffee ready. This is a bit of a chatty video. Anyway, this was the frog. Let me see if I can get through showing you the photos without getting sidetracked again. It's a little mole. What is her? Wait, his name is Matt Mole. Very cute. This is the deer, Danny Deer. We've got Humphrey Hedgehog and Susie Squirrel. Now I love squirrels. I'll show you the squirrel now. So the hedgehog. I really love squirrels. This one is super cute. Then we've got Olivia Owl and Ruby Rabbit. Owl. This rabbit was cute. I think I want to actually make this rabbit as well. I've been making a lot of rabbits these days. I think this is partly because I'm influenced by my very good friend Caroline over at For the Love of Crochet. She is the rabbit girl or the bunny girl, and I think she's gotten me onto that bunny train, you know, so I just love making bunnies as well these days. But they're just the last little picture. The photos in here is absolutely adorable. I really love it. But anyway, so this is another new book I've got. Then this is interesting, and I've not seen anyone actually make anything from this book. Now this book does come from the book tag, but one of you lovely subscribers emailed me telling me about your books. It may have been Chantel over in Canada. I'm not sure. I think it was Chantel. But look at this Amigurumi style crochet. I've never seen anyone make anything from this book. So you make this lady, and then she comes with a bunch of accessories, clothing. But is that not very interesting? Amigurumi style crochet. Just look at the back. Look at that. I thought it was so interesting. Now, I am not a doll maker, and I've mentioned this many times before, but this book intrigued me. So you have, like, let me see, you get the pattern for this base doll, and then obviously they show you how to make the different hairstyles, but then you get all these outfits, and you get her cat, and you get all sorts of different things that you can make. Let me just see if I can get a quick photo to show you. I mean, look at it. Chapter 8, Betty Goes Shopping. Look at that. So you make Betty with all of her. Look at that handbag. There's her little cat. I mean, she is wearing like a little beret and a scarf. The cat is ready to go out. Betty is looking fab in her high heels and her very fancy outfit. Let me see if I can quickly show you one or two more just pages from here. Here we go. Chapter 7, Betty Goes Dancing, and you even make a little radio. So look at that. The instructions to make that crochet radio. Here's Betty all dressed up for a night of dancing. Isn't that fantastic? Let's do one more page. Hold on, you guys. Sorry. Betty's swimsuit. Look at this. This is wonderful. Now, will I ever make Betty? I don't know. But she is fabulous. I think it's absolutely amazing. So, I might try, just for interest's sake, to see what it looks like. Can I do it? Make this doll and make her an outfit. Because I don't like making like a lot of loose clothing for dolls. I like it when sort of it's crocheted onto the toy. As you know, I make more animals. I don't really do a lot of dolls or realistic looking amigurumi. But this book, I might just have to give it a try. The last book for today, and this I've seen on Caroline's channel. I've seen on, I think, a few other channels as well. And it is Mabel, Bunny and Company. It is this book. So, again, not anything specific I want to make from this book. I just wanted the book. Now, you guys, let me tell you something. My favorite animal is a koala, if you will believe it. Not a bear. I love making bears, but in real life, I guess a koala, although it's not technically a bear, falls into the realm of bearness. But a koala is my favorite animal. There you go. Absolutely fantastic. What else is in here? Oh, you guys, you would have seen all of this a million times. I mean, there's so many people that have made something from this book. I actually like this red panda a lot. Very, very adorable. So they're all big, and I would like to see, because I primarily use thin yarns. So a lot of the yarn I use is Rainbow Cotton 8/4, which is a fingering weight or a yarn weight 1. So I think it would be interesting to see what these animals look like worked up in a thinner yarn. Because a lot of these animals are made with thicker yarns. Yeah, for instance, this one, Cheeky Chunky Merino yarn. So a lot of these animals are made from chunky yarns, and I would like to see what it looks like worked up in a thinner yarn. So this is my last book for today. Very, very adorable. Now, believe it or not, you guys, there's still one more pattern, one more project I want to show you before the end of this video. Now, as I mentioned yesterday, I was in front of the TV the entire day. And once the coronation was done, sort of in the afternoon, I thought, oh my goodness, I'm going to I'm going to be recording my video for today. And I've only got this one bunny to show you. So there was a mad scramble. Not that I've got any lack of patterns, but in the same time frame as me purchasing that frog pattern I showed you before, but he's a little more time consuming, so he's going to take me a few days to do. I bought another pattern that I whipped up last night. So this one that I'm going to show you, a very, very cute, small little bunny. Now I added a tail to the bunny. Actually, on the pattern there isn't a tail indicated, but I thought this bunny needed a tail, so I added a little tail. I did embroider the eyes, so it's a very, very simple pattern, as you can see, teeny tiny. And this was made with a yarn that I bought during my Joanne yarn haul I did a few months back. So this was part of it, but I don't know what yarn it is, because it came like just wrapped in this white label. All it says is Baby Soft Circus Print, and I know it's a DK weight. And it had these beautiful colors. Just look at that. Oh, and it was such a dream to work with. So I don't know what the brand is, but this is Baby Soft Circus print. And I loved working with it. I used a 2.5 millimeter hook, and I whipped up this bunny last night. So there you have it, a very, very cute bunny. This seemed to have been an episode of bunnies. But this one, I did do a bit of variegated. I thought I can't do two plain looking bunnies. So this one I absolutely had to do in variegated. So fantastic yarn to work with if you can find it. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what the brand was. I could have probably looked on my order from Joanne, but on this it just says Baby Soft Circus print. It is beautiful and it's fantastic to work with. And I whipped up this teeny tiny bunny. It is a bit fiddly because here at the arms and the little legs, I mean, you do a few rows where you work 6 single crochets into a magic ring, and then you do a few rows of those 6 single crochets, and that is always a challenge for me. But it's only a very small part. The rest of it was not too fiddly to do. But I think this cute little small bunny, very, very adorable. And of course, I cannot remember what it's called, the pattern. I don't know who the designer is, but I will have it linked down below in the description box. Alright, you guys, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this slightly more chatty, slightly more random video. I've got my next project all done for Free Pattern Friday coming up this coming Friday. I don't know what the date is, the 13th or the 12th, maybe it's the 12th of May. Then on the 15th of May, Caroline and I will be doing our reveal videos for Hooking Up with Books. I will also somewhere let you guys know again what the name of the next book is. We are thinking about extending Hooking Up with Books to be spread over 2 months instead of 1. A lot of you guys have been joining in with us, and we love doing Hooking Up with Books, but we found there's just so many things in a month going on. It might be easier to spread Hooking Up with Books, doing a book every 2nd month, and then having a 2-month period where we can work on a project for that book. Just because, you guys, life is too hectic. I'm telling you, I'm not sure what the heck is going on at the moment. But time is going too fast for me, and I need to find a way to cope with it. So let me know what you guys have been up to. Let me know how you cope with this race that is life that we are in. I know we need to slow down, and this is why I will never ever give up crochet. I absolutely love it. It is a way to relax for me, and I've just seen it again. It is just something that helps me with stress. So I hope you guys stay creative. I hope you stay crafty. I hope you stay safe and healthy. And I will be speaking to all of you very, very soon again. Have a lovely, lovely day.